Hurricane Irma is smashing into southern Florida this morning after leaving a path of destruction across the Caribbean. Tony Dokoupil in Puerto Rico has the story of paradise lost.
Hurricane Irma crashed into the outer Caribbean islands early Wednesday morning, battering island after island and turning a postcard corner of the world into a paradise lost. The storm's 185-mile-per-hour winds, pounding rains, and powerful waves made landfall on the tiny island nation of Barbuda, where nearly every building suffered damage, a scene Prime Minister Gaston Brown and survivors struggled to even describe.
The entire country has been decimated. I have never seen anything like this before.
What we experienced is like something you see in a horror movie.
From there, Irma tore into the Dutch and French island of St. Martin,
One yacht here,
tossing boats like toys and damaging or destroying 70% of the homes.
Thousands of Americans were stranded for days on the nearly unreachable island as supplies ran thin and conditions deteriorated. One French minister described scenes of pillaging, a description seemingly confirmed by Dutch television.
I see people with machete and people with cars, trucks. Just go. The police can't stop them.
And nothing could stop Irma as it cut a swath of devastation, ravaging the British and U.S. Virgin Islands before delivering Puerto Rico and its 3.4 million American citizens a near miss for the ages.
Everybody's got to be out of every
sir.
room.
We're going room by room.
This is like something I thought we'd never experience.
Our crew and about 200 vacationers were evacuated out of our rooms on the island's northeastern coast, but the shelter itself barely held.
We're in the ballroom where people were lined up for dinner, and suddenly water started dropping heavily from the ceiling, and they're afraid now that the roof is going to potentially cave in over here.
Nearly 1 million Puerto Ricans lost power, and these scenes of destruction repeated themselves as Irma sideswiped the Turks and Caicos, Hispaniola, and Cuba, where Will Grant of the BBC witnessed the storm's impact.
Cubans thought they were well prepared for Hurricane Irma, but when she finally hit the island as a Category 5 storm, one of the most powerful to make landfall on Cuba since the 1930s, well, it turned out that no amount of preparation was quite enough.
Hurricane Irma has left a wake of death and destruction across the Caribbean. But as people begin to dig out, they're breathing a sigh of relief that Hurricane Jose has seemingly passed them by, at least for now.